Do you want to see what my ride or die beauty items are for winter? Then keep watching. Hello everyone, it's me Serena. I hope you're doing great today and thank you so much for joining me. I get questions all the time from viewers asking me, what do I use for skincare? What products do I use? What secrets I have? And so I thought today I would share some of my secrets. They're not really secrets, but I will share what I'm using and show you how I apply different things. Today's video is sponsored by Sleep & Glow. More from them in just a minute. So before I go through my routine and what I use every day, I do want to let you guys know about, other treatments I have done to my face. So let's see, within the last year or so, I had a round of RF microneedling. RF stands for radio frequency microneedling. And if you're unfamiliar with microneedling, it's a procedure done in a physician's office. And what it is, it's controlled damage to your skin that causes collagen to come to your skin to heal all the little wounds that the microneedling creates. And they're microscopic, they're tiny. And so when that collagen comes to heal all those tiny little wounds all over your face, it stimulates more collagen production and can really help improve texture and plumpness of your skin. Now, I did a round of 3 and I bought it when my aesthetic doctor was having a special. I don't remember exactly how much I paid for it, but for a round of 3, you can probably expect to pay anywhere between $750 to $1,000 or maybe more depending on where you live. You have to schedule each session at least 4 weeks apart, so that took a while to do, 3 months time to complete it. After I completed that, I did a round of IPL treatments. And now IPL does very, very little when it comes to collagen production. What it's mainly used for is to remove sun damage or other blemish spots. So if you have discoloration from acne scars, if you have, sunspots, all these things on your face, discolorations, that's what IPL is for. It's also used, or a different type of IPL laser is used for tattoo removal. So it's going in and getting rid of any discoloration that is in your skin tone. Now, it did help a lot because I had some really big spots over here and over here. Did it get rid of it 100%? No. I did 3 rounds of it and I was super particular after that about wearing sunscreen every day because the spots can come back. It did not get rid of all of my spots, but it did improve it a lot. So that's 2 things I've had done within the last 12 months. I also get Botox. I haven't had any Botox probably in about 6 months, so it's worn off. Botox only lasts about 3 to 4 months, but I do get it in my forehead, and between here and around my eyes. And yes, I've had filler before, but it's been a year. It's been over a year since I had any filler. I do get my lip touched up with filler because, as we age, our lips get less full. I don't have a problem with my bottom lip, but my upper lip, has gotten a lot thinner over the years, so I get a little filler there. I also have gotten filler under here before because just from heredity, I have kind of hollows under my eyes that make me look tired and haggard and old. So I have had filler put under there and it lasts a long time. So I haven't had that touched up in a long time. And then she puts a little here and there else just wherever she sees fit. So those are things that I have had done, office procedures. But you do have to take care of your skin every day. And I'm going to share with you what I do every day. And it's not real complicated. So hopefully you can follow along. One of the most important things I do to take care of my skin is I sleep on the Sleep and Glow pillow every night. The Omnia pillow, to be exact, from Sleep and Glow. Because normal pillows, they smush your face. You know, you wake up with sheet wrinkles, eye puffiness, you know, wrinkles around your eyes, your forehead, and especially on your cheeks, you know, from laying on them if you're a side sleeper. The Sleep and Glow Omnia pillow is genius because it is designed so that your face literally floats in air. So while you're sleeping, your neck and head is cradled and supported, and your face never touches the pillow. I love my pillow so much that I take it with me when we travel, as long as space permits. The Omnia pillow was designed by orthopedists to give proper anatomical alignment when you sleep on your side. So it keeps your neck properly aligned and your head, so it can help alleviate that neck pain that you may be waking up with, and sheet wrinkles and eye puffiness. I used to wake up all the time with either a pain in my neck or puffiness all around my eyes, or both. And since I've been using the Omnia pillow, which has been about 1.5 years now, I haven't had that problem. It comes with a tinsel pillowcase, but you can get a silk pillowcase. And silk is what you really want to use. It has great properties. It's good for your skin and your hair. So it's not going to mat up your hair when you sleep because it's nice and slick and your hair can just slide across it. It's not going to dry out your hair or your skin. And it doesn't absorb these creams and serums that we put on our skin. So everything stays on our face where it should be so it can work. Sleep and Glow has a new silk pillowcase in this beautiful pink and white marble pattern. This is so pretty, and I love having, you know, 2 or 3 of these pillowcases to rotate through. You can wash them in your washing machine, air dry, and they're good to go. But it's so soft and so luxurious feeling. It's a real treat to lay down on every night. This month is a perfect time to get yourself the gift of the Omnia pillow, or maybe a gift for your sister, your daughter, your mother, a friend. Anyone who's a side sleeper can benefit from the Sleep and Glow pillow. And since it's December, my viewers get an extra special discount this month. That is 15% off when you use code Serena for any Sleep and Glow purchase. I'll have that discount again down in the description along with your shopping link. So thanks to Sleep and Glow for sponsoring. Now let's get back to the video. I can't remember where I heard this, but sometime along the way, someone told me that you shouldn't spend a lot of money on something that you're going to rinse down the sink. And that stuck with me. So I don't spend a lot of money on cleansers. Sometimes in the wintertime, I don't even use a cleanser because I've washed my face the night before. I'll just get a warm washcloth and, you know, wash the sleepy out of my eyes and do a quick exfoliation just with the washcloth on my face. But when I do need to wash my face, well, if I'm taking my makeup off, I use the Olay Daily Facials. I get these on Amazon because I can't find them locally anymore. So I order them on Amazon, and I'll put a link down below. Speaking of that, everything will be linked down in the description, everything I'm talking about today. So you don't have to worry about finding things. It's in the description. The Olay Daily Facials work better than any makeup removing wipe. I feel like with those wipes that I'm just pulling and tugging on my skin, and they're harsh. A lot of them are just too harsh for me. Even the Neutrogena ones, they sting my skin. So I don't use those. I use the Olay Daily facial cloths. You just run them under the faucet, get them wet, squeeze them, they get nice and sudsy, and they take off everything, including my mascara. So that's what I use at night, or anytime I've got makeup on. I use one of those to cleanse my face. Otherwise, what I use is this from Neutrogena. This is the Ultra Gentle Daily Cleanser. And I get the Ultra Gentle because I have dry skin, especially the older I get, and especially this time of year. So I don't need anything that strips moisture from my skin. This is Ultra Gentle. It comes in a foaming and a cream formula. I use the cream formula, just a tiny little bit to wash my face, and it gets it clean without stripping my face of moisture. Next, while my skin is damp still, I don't dry it 100%, I use my hyaluronic acid serum. And you can spend a lot of money on these, but the one I've been using that I'm really liking is this one by Neutrogena. It is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hyaluronic Acid Serum. And I just take the dropper, draw up one vial full, and rub that together in my hands and then put it all over my face. One little dropper full covers, you know, my whole face, under my chin, and everything. And this is a lifesaver during cold and dry weather. Next, my daily moisturizer. And now this is pricey, but y'all have asked what I used, so don't give me a hard time about the price of these things. This is what I use. So I use the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Cream with SPF. The reason I use this is because it's the only day cream with SPF that I have ever used that didn't either give me the white cast on my face or make my face greasy, or both. Usually SPFs do one of the two or both. This does not. It's a really nice cream, and I put that all over my face and blend it in, and it doesn't take a lot. It's a very emollient cream. It's so nice. The other nice thing about it is it plays nicely with my other products, and you can't always say that about moisturizers with SPF. Sometimes, you know, you use them, you put another product on top, and it'll like ball up, you know, on your skin. This does not do that. So this is what I use for daytime, and it's SPF 30. Now for my eyes, I have a few different things I kind of swap out between, but I like this Elemis. Again, it's the Pro Collagen Eye Repair Serum, and it takes just a very small amount, just one little drop. You rub it between your fingers, and then you can pat it all around your eyes. And after that, I go in with something that's a little bit richer, a little bit more moisturizing. I got this from Estee Lauder in a sample, but I really like it. It's called the Renutriv Ultimate Diamond Transformative Energy Eye Cream. Just a little bit of this around both eyes hydrates them, makes them feel nice and ready, you know, to put on makeup. So I'll give all that just a minute, you know, to kind of soak in so my face isn't tacky or greasy or wet or anything. And then I start my makeup process with a primer. I have 3 different primers that I kind of rotate through depending on what kind of makeup I'm using that day, or, you know, how my skin feels that day. But one that's a drugstore brand that I really like is the Marshmallow Primer by NYX. It smells good, it doesn't bother my skin, and it just provides a nice base to put your makeup on. It's not greasy, and it's not mattifying or drying. You know, a lot of these pore filling primers can really dull out your skin and make it appear kind of flat. Now in the summertime I use those because I need that, because my skin is oilier and I'm gonna be sweating and I need something a little stronger. But this time of year, I like a more moisturizing primer, so I really like this one from NYX. Then I go in with my foundation, and yes, I have a few that I rotate out between, but my absolute favorite that I use more often than not, I'm wearing it today, is the L'Oreal True Match Serum Foundation. Now this is very kind of thin and runny, but it blends in beautifully and it doesn't look like you're wearing any foundation at all. So it's not a max coverage foundation, it's sheer to medium. I mean, you can build it up to a more medium finish, but it's not gonna hide every discoloration or imperfection. But it is the most skin-like foundation I've ever used, and I love it. So I use about 2 pumps. This bottle does not come with a pump. I buy these pumps on Amazon because I hate that little dropper thing that comes in this makeup. It gets so messy. So I buy these little pumps on Amazon. I'll link those for you down below too. Couple of pumps. I use my wet or damp beauty blender and blend that out all over my face to get, you know, a more even skin tone. Now you'll notice that around my eyes is pretty dark. I have a lot of discoloration around my eyes, and this foundation does not cover that, so I definitely need a concealer. So for my concealer, the one I'm really liking right now is from Physicians Formula, and it's their Butter Glow Concealer. And this is in the shade medium. And oh, my foundation is in the shade 3-4, which is light to medium. So I just take this concealer and I go in my inner corners of my eyes, under my eyes, and out to the outer corners, just to get all that discoloration covered. And then I bring my beauty blender back in and use it to pounce, 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 and blend out my concealer. And I'll hit another couple of spots here and there on my face, you know, where I've got some discoloration, and blend that in. And now I'm looking a little bit better. I always set my makeup with a little bit of powder, because if I don't, I just can't get my other products blended in. Some people say you shouldn't use powder as you age. I use some powder, but I'm very picky about the powder I use, and the best one I have found that doesn't settle into fine lines and wrinkles is this powder from CoverGirl. I use the color Buff Beige, and I just take a fluffy brush. This one is from e.l.f., I think. It's nothing fancy, and I just, you know, swirl it around all over my face, buff it in a little bit. I don't use a ton, and I just, you know, hit my T-zone and then on my cheeks, places where I know that I might get a little bit greasy or glowy, too glowy by the end of the day. And this just helps set everything and gets me ready for my bronzer and my blush. For my bronzer, this is my favorite one. I have neutral to cool toned skin, and lots of bronzers are just way too orange or warm on me, and I don't like the way they look. They look really, really fake. So I found this one. It's from the Tarte brand, and it's called Park Avenue Princess, and it is so nice. It's a cooler toned bronzer, and so it goes really nicely with the tone of my skin. So, but this is going to depend on you and your coloring. But I love this one, and I use it, you know, up around my hairline. I come down to my cheeks, you know, I do a tiny little bit of sculpting around my cheeks, and then I put a little color on my nose, my chin, and then I just buff it kind of all over my face just to give me some color to blend in with my neck and my chest. To apply it, I use, this is an old brush that I have from Bare Minerals, but it's just a good size for applying the bronzer. So that's what I use to apply my bronzer. And then I go in with a little bit of blush. I have been using NARS blush for years, and I use one of these too. Today I'm using the one called Deep Throat. And yes, I know they have these weird names. Don't come at me for that. I didn't come up with them. You can blame NARS. But they have Deep Throat, which I'm wearing today. It's more of a matte, and it's a universally flattering peachy shade. It gives just a nice little touch of color. And the other one that I use sometimes is very similar, but it's a little bit more pinky, and it has more shimmer to it. This is called Orgasm, and I'll show them to you together so you can see. So this is the Deep Throat, this is the Orgasm. But today I'm wearing Deep Throat, and I just have a tiny little blush brush. I put it along the tops of my cheekbones and then blend it in kind of with my bronzer. And that is my face makeup. For my eyes, first thing I do is just brush through my eyebrows. Right now I'm not using any product on my eyebrows because I recently had them tinted. I have plenty of eyebrows, thankfully. So I have to go in and get them trimmed and either waxed or threaded just to shape them up, because I have a lot of peach fuzz and extra eyebrows that come down here. So I get them shaped up and then I get them tinted. So that way I don't have to fool with penciling them in or putting anything on them. I can just go. And then I do my eyeshadow. So y'all ask me a lot about my eyeshadow. So here are the two palettes that I use most often. One is a Tom Ford with these 4 colors that are kind of taupey brown. And then the other is this one from Bobbi Brown, which has kind of the taupey browns, but it also has a little bit more of a rose color to it. And sometimes I'll use all from one palette or all from the other, but sometimes, like today, I mix and match between the two to come up with the look that I want to. So I do kind of a lighter color all across my lid as a nice base for everything. And then I'll take a lighter, little bit of a shimmer color and put it up by my brow bone and on the inside. I have these really dark corners in the inner corners of my eyes. And even after I've done my concealer, I like to add a little bit of shimmer in there to give me a little brightness. So that's what I do there. Then I take another brush and go in with one of the darker shades, and you can see how I'm doing it here. I'm applying the shadow kind of up at an angle from my outer eye corner, and then I come in and just blend that in, and I kind of have these hooded eyes, so I have to go up pretty high so you can even see my eyeshadow, but you can see here how I'm blending it and doing it. And I'm not a makeup artist. You know, I'm sure I'm doing a million things wrong, but this is what I do. Y'all asked, so now I'm showing you. This is what I do. Now, I don't line my eyes. I think it looks heavy, and it makes my eyes look more closed up, and I don't want to do that. And I also suck at applying eyeliner. So 99% of the time I skip eyeliner and just go straight to the mascara. So the mascara that I'm really liking right now is the Prime Lash Mascara by Prime Prometics. And last week I did a video that they sponsored, but I am really loving this mascara, so I'm still using it. But first I use some eyelash primer, and I just use this on the very tip ends of my lashes just to build them out a little bit, make them a little bit longer. After I apply that, I go in with my mascara, and I start down at the base, at the root of my lashes, and I just wiggle that brush back and forth to cover all those lashes, and then, you know, comb it on through. So I'll do that once, let it dry for a second, and then apply a second coat. And you can see the difference here between, you know, the eye that has mascara and the eye that has none. And then I go and repeat that process on the other eye. And there is my complete makeup look, except for my lips. On my lips, I use 3 products most of the time. This is what you see me in most of the time. My lip liner is Maybelline, and the color is Totally Toffee. So here's the lip liner. I like it because it's retractable. You twist it up, and then you twist it back down in there. And this is just a great neutral color. I line top and bottom. Then I go in with this very neutral lipstick. It's by Bobbi Brown, and it is in the shade Cezanne Nude. That's what it looks like. And I use that all over both my lips. And then I'll put just a dab of this lip gloss in the center of my bottom lip. This is Bobbi Brown also, and it's called Free Spirit. That's the name of the shade. But the key to this look really is the lip liner, because if you use that lipstick and the lip gloss by itself, you're gonna get a much different look on your lips. It's gonna be a lot more pale. This really sets it off and makes it pop a little bit more, so don't skip on this step. So I forgot to film my nighttime routine, washing my face and all that, but I'm gonna go through the products I use at night. And first of all, I use that Olay Daily Facial to wash my face and get all the makeup off. And if it doesn't all come off, I'll use just a dab of this, the Neutrogena cleanser, and wash my face with that and use a washcloth to get everything else off. Then I make sure that my skin is completely dry. This is key. Dry your skin, pat it dry, fan it, make sure there is no moisture whatsoever on your skin and go in with your retinol. I use the retinol by Aven, and I use this one because it behaves well with my skin. It doesn't irritate me, and this is stronger than a lot of the over-the-counter retinols that you can find. It is just one step removed from prescription grade retinoids. So it's stronger than, you know, say an Olay or a Neutrogena or whoever retinol. It's a little bit stronger than that. And this comes in 2 different strengths, I believe. So just 1 pump of this over my whole face and my neck. After I do that, I go in again with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hyaluronic Acid Serum all over my face and neck. Again, I use this Estee Lauder Renutriv Eye Cream, and I use my Elemis Night Cream. This is the it's called the Pro Collagen Night Cream, so it doesn't have SPF in it. It's a little bit richer and thicker than the day cream, so it's perfect for nighttime, and it makes your skin feel amazing. So I use this all over my face and my neck, and it feels so good. And yes, I know the Elemis products are expensive, but they are wonderful. And right now on QVC, I'm gonna link this special that they've got. You can get 3 jars this size. You get the day cream, the night cream, and a jar of their cleansing balm. And the price is what you would normally pay for 1 jar of one of these products. So it's like you're getting 3 products for the price of 1. So it's a really, really good deal, and you can get all 3 of those products. So I'll be sure to link that down below. And lastly, I apply my eyelash serum, and this is the key to my lashes staying nice and long. And I know there's a lot of different lash serums on the market. Different brands have different ones. This is just the one I use, and it is by Revitalash. And it is the Revitalash Advanced. And so I just take this out and do a swipe over the base of my top lashes. I don't do my bottom lashes, and it kind of gets on my bottom lashes a little bit anyway when I blink. But I use this every night, and it has been a game changer for my lashes. It's made a huge difference. And I try to buy this during the Nordstrom anniversary sale or dermstore.com. They will have it on sale periodically, and so I stock up on it when I find it on sale, because normally one of these tubes is like $98, but it lasts, you know, for months. It says it lasts for 3 months, but it lasts me longer than that. So yes, it's expensive, but to me it's worth it, and it lasts a long time. Another product I use, not every day, but maybe once or twice a week, it's also from Elemis, and it is their Dynamic Resurfacing Pads. This is a bestseller of Elemis. It's these little pads in here that are pre-soaked with some kind of solution, and you just rub those over your face after cleansing, and they are great to like really help exfoliate and get rid of any rough feeling skin on your face. I love using these, like I said, once or twice a week. And if my skin is feeling really dry and stressed, you know, if I've been outside and it's gotten chapped, wind burned or wind chapped, or just it's feeling bad and irritable, I will go in and use this mask, and it is amazing. This is from Peter Thomas Roth, and it is the 24 karat gold mask, pure luxury lift and firm. I don't know if it has any real gold in it, but it's definitely gold colored. And this is super rich and emollient too. You slather this on your face, let it sit for, you know, 5 to 10 minutes, and then just use a damp cloth to wipe it off and rinse it off, and your skin will feel amazing. So maybe once a week with this, or as needed. You know, this is a great one for the colder months when we got the heat running and everything's dry and it's cold outside. You know, give your skin a little extra loving care and use a nice mask. So you asked, I told you, that is everything that I do or am using currently on my skin, and the products and how I apply them and all that. So I really hope that you have found this helpful. And like I said, everything from today's video will be listed down in the description box below for easy browsing and shopping. And I'll try to remember to put it in a pinned comment too. Thanks again to Sleep and Glow for sponsoring today. Remember, use my code Serena and you'll get 15% off your purchase. That is now until December 20th. You'll get 15% off your purchase on Sleep and Glow's website. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I appreciate you. And until I see you in my next video, have a stylish day. Bye.